Oh, they even made an icon. Nice. Ugh. Don't know what's scarier, that music or the resolution. Hello there, everybody. I am Ynsin, and this is Bleakshore. It's another game that's come out of the haunted PS1 jam, and I've played a few of those games, and as a whole, all of them have been pretty good so far, and I don't think this one's going to be an exception. It's had stellar reviews on itch.io, and I'm going to go straight into Ola left an odd voicemail. The sound kept cutting out, so I didn't catch it all. Hey honey, I'm be home, I'm Bleakshore, love you. So I guess I came to Bleakshore to find out if she's okay. It's probably nothing. I probably shouldn't have come here. But here I am. Oh, it's a 3D game. I thought it was going to be a text adventure. So this game's different in the retrospect that it's supposed to be very eerie, rather than jump scary, despite the fact that there are in fact floating pentagrams coming out of the floor. Let's touch them. Huh, what's this doing here? The photo I took of us the day we met, out in the dunes by the lighthouse. This is the ugliest car I have ever seen in a video game, and I have seen some uggos. Okay, so I don't know where we're supposed to be going, honestly. Since the game is in fact called Bleakshore, I imagine that we are going to be following a shoreline, since that's what the game's screen caps have hinted at. Other than that, there's been literally nothing about the game that would spoil anything for me. Sorry, oh, I think that's the sound of me walking. So everything kind of sounds like something's in my room here, where I'm recording this video. Oh, this is spooky. I mean, the style of the game is very, very well done by its own merit. So, honestly, I gotta give it props to where it deserves it. Although I have just identified a speedrunning glitch, and that's if I hold forward and sideways at the same time, and I look diagonally, I can sprint. Alright, let's see what's over this hill, because I see some possible floating pentagrams just over here. Oh, there's a building way off in the distance too. Okay, well let's finger these pentagrams. All is old glasses. I felt so bad when I sat on them. We taped them up, but they were never the same after that. I still adore those purple frames. Well, I hope you like them more than your girlfriend. I assume Ola's a girl. I don't know who would name a man Ola. Okay, let's sprint over to this house at breakneck speeds. Man, this is a really eerie game, isn't it? Okay, what is in here? Oh, it's a public restroom. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord and Savior of my bowel movements. Wow, this map is actually really big. I thought it was just going to be the shoreline. There's more stuff over here. Man, they even got the style of the PlayStation 1 just on point. There seems to be a gigantic, what is this, a rock? Gigantic rock formation? Can we go through the river? No, we cannot. Let's sprint over here. All right, pentagrams, what are you going to bless me with? My first dress. Why would Ola bring this here? I was so nervous about trying it on. Ola was so supportive. The dysphoria hit like a brick when I saw myself in the mirror, but then I felt kind of excited. It didn't look terrible. I had to keep telling myself that. Okay, so we can get the one of two. Back away, I know how to sprint. I know jujitsu. Back off, jack off. Okay, so from that note, we can gather one of two things, right? And number one is we're a girl looking for our girlfriend, Ola. Number two is we're a dude who wears dresses. And given the context of this game, I think I know which one I am going to stick with. What the hell? Is this a dude? Ooh, it's a treat. This game's really hitting me like a sack of bricks. Is that just going to keep happening from now on? I hear something in this direction. Sounds like a car, feedback, clicking, something. Something is off in this direction. There have been a couple of pure psychopaths in the itch.io comments saying that this game was relaxing as well. Who could relax to this? Oh, there's some pentagrams over there too. I don't think I could relax to this. It's just eerie and creepy and weird. It feels... I wouldn't be surprised if this was a game made by the people who wrote Twin Peaks, the TV series. What is that? Is that Ola? No, it's a tree. Okay, fantastic. Let's go touch these pentagrams before the trees consume us. The birthday card she got me last year. Happy birthday, Izzy. We must be Izzy. which actually confirms that we are a female. Or a man named Izzy, like, we can only wildly speculate until we do find out. I hope the year to come is amazing. Did you know I think you're beautiful? Love you so much. Orla. Kiss, 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 hardcore. I find it hard to believe compliments like that. It looks like there's a pathway to go back down here as well. Through what looks like some marshes. But I'm gonna follow this path nonetheless. Is that a bridge? Okay, let's sprint. Since we know how. That's a bridge. I mean, we could go around, but what is that? Is something gonna jump out at me from the water? What are these ruins? This game is so strange. Oops, I turned myself around. Okay. I think I know who this is. Now, if I am not mistaken, I think that this is, in fact, and bear with me, the Lorax. Because we know he's in a forest and humans do like to cut trees down. And as we approach this thing, it turns into a tree. Oh, I thought it was going to prove me wrong at that point. Okay, so what's in these ruins? Oh, there is a thing over here, some floating pentagrams. I mean, it could just as well be Satan, given the amount of pentagrams that are on the floor, right? From it being both. I mean, Satan could be the Lorax. Orla loves this tattered old book, Eldritch Horror Stories, Volume 4. I remember when I pointed it out to her in that dusty old used bookstore. Why would she just leave it there on the ground? Now, Eldritch Horror is supposed to be H.P. Lovecraft and anything that encompasses what he's written. I do see some floating pentagrams over here. I'm gonna go check them out. So it could actually be that we're being stalked by some kind of H.P. Lovecraft inspired creature. Hey buddy, are you a tree? Yeah, you're a tree. You can't fool me. And why are things all scattered around out here? That's another question that needs to be answered. This was her favorite mug. It's shattered. What's happening? Why did I come here? That is a phenomenal question that I myself am currently asking. Why would I come here? Is a girlfriend worth that much? Because there's more than one fish in the sea, and at this point I would be ready to go back to fish, honestly. In fact, we're right next to the beach. Let's go catch ourselves a brand new fish that doesn't click and make creepy noises whenever we walk past. Let's try and confirm what this creature is, because I'm pretty sure it's like the Lorax, right? It's gotta be the Lorax. I can't think of a single other thing that it could be. The Lorax is angry that I'm playing amongst the truffalo trees. The Lorax is coming to get me. This game is very, very good at designing a horror environment, and while nothing has jumped out at me, I feel like something will. And that anticipation is really the thing that's keeping me on the edge of my seat at the moment. I think the best games on itch.io that I have played were the ones that have come out of that haunted PS1 game jam. Because the quality of those games has been phenomenal. And we found some pentagrams too. What they did try to execute was executed perfectly. Ooh, hello, I'm sorry about the truffalo trees. Let me just finger this pentagram over here. Orla's hat. I remember knitting this for her. Cozy in front of the fire last Christmas. She was so happy, even though I messed up and it didn't fit well. I haven't tried knitting again since. I always thought she didn't really like it. Is this Orla? Do we want to wildly speculate and say that this is our girlfriend? Ooh, nope, it's the Lorax. It's definitely the Lorax. Our girlfriend, as much as she hates us, would not turn herself into a tree. I think a girlfriend who hates us would, like, just straight up attack us. I don't think that we would have the benefit of being haunted. Ooh, that tree turned into a Lorax. Hello, lady. Oh, no, you're back into a tree now. So I'm also quite surprised. Oh, I just ran into a tree. I think I just broke my nose as well. I swear to God, if this game ends like we end up at a convenience store and we have to pick up some milk or something, I'm gonna be so annoyed. I'm gonna be so salty. A necklace made with a shell from the beach here. Orla made this for me when we came here for our first anniversary. I still feel awkward wearing this. Maybe I should have worn it more. Ooh, hello. Hello, Lorax. Truffalo tree. There we go. Okay, I think I know exactly what happened here now. We were at the beach during our first anniversary and she made us this shell necklace. And we were just like, yo, this doesn't fit that well. And she was like, well, your beanie doesn't fit that well. And I think things escalated from there. And one thing led to another. We made too much noise. The Lorax attacked us. Oh, we're approaching something big. We're approaching something over this hill. Oh, there is a lighthouse very faintly in the distance. I can see. I think that's where the source of this creepy noise is coming from. Let's go. I think that's the home of the Lorax. And I think the Lorax has made up his mind. The humans have to go. So says the Lorax. There is something at the tip of that lighthouse though. From a distance, if I squint, it kind of looks like a skull, but I'm not going to speculate too much. Am I going to need to run? Oh my god. This is the worst, isn't it? This is just the worst. Call it a German sausage, because this is the worst. Ah, yes. The end of the game. The challenge in dexterity. Can you hold the mouse into a point where you can actually walk up some circular stairs? Okay, there's a ladder here too. Dexterity test number 2. Look at the ladder and click on it. Alright, what's up here? What is it? We're gonna find like a gun? There's a Lorax out there. I bet he is. I bet he knows. Oh no, the whole time it was in fact actually a... There was actually a lighthouse light. Okay, lady, I'm gonna go. What is it? We can touch her. What is it? She stood there, silent, motionless, looking out to sea. I touched her shoulder. She jumped in fright. The tears in my eyes blurred my vision. I blurted out, I'm sorry! I... Shh. It's okay, she interrupted, soft and soothing. Before I could say more, I'm sorry. I was worried. Your voicemail. It's okay. You have nothing to be sorry for. I just came here to think. I found a bunch of our stuff. Oh no. Orla quickly checked the bag she had slung over her shoulder. Oh no, there's a hole in my bag. Oh, that explains why I've been finding all of her things. I've been so deep in thought I mustn't have noticed. Things falling out. I came here to think. That's all. I'm sorry I followed you, I thought. No, it's okay. You were just worried. I understand. I'd do the same. For you. You would? Of course I would. I love you. I love you too. The end. Bleakshore. A game by Briogan Hackett, Cade Higgins, and Theon Power. Good on you guys. You know what? I was actually expecting a bit of a jump scare, and the fact that there is no jump scare... That game was very, very good. Now, there was a lot that could have been done with that game. For example, jump scare. The developer could have put a jump scare in, and then I would have had to do less work. Second of all, hats. Hats are the bread and butter of video games these days. So, I have been Ynsin, and this has been Bleakshore. Thank you so much for sticking with me up until the end. Now, if you like what I'm doing with my channel, maybe you should consider leaving a like or a subscription, or even going and telling your friends and family, just scream out the window of wherever you live, hey, I watched a new YouTuber, his name's Ynsin, he's pretty good, and hopefully everyone else will scream back, thank you for this information, I will go check him out immediately, and not something like, shut the fuck up, it's 4 AM, I'm trying to sleep. Until I make another video, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.